Hey, I'm Skin Wade of the Ben and Skin Show, and when I'm not staring with a creepy stare into a camera, I'm making words with Ben Rogers on the radio. I have a very unique role on that show. Management came to me and pulled me aside and said, look, we need you to somehow, in an effortless way, make Ben think he's the star of the show. And so that's what I do, and I think I do it well, and I think the show does well because of that. Now, I'm here to talk about driversselect.com, and they're good folks, they're fam. We've teamed up with them on a lot of different things. And so it's like, you know, we work in sports business, right? So we're always talking about teams and using like sports metaphors and things like that. Like in order to have success on a team, you got to have everyone sort of pulling the same way. Well, Steve Hall is the guy, he's the top guy at Driver Select. And I've said this many times, you can't spell Driver Select without Steve. I've never said that, I just came up with that right now. But here's the thing, we noticed from the jump, Steve and Ben have very similar minds, you know, they're like kindred spirits and they look at things the same way. And so from our first sort of, you know, working with Driver Select, you know, we'd heard of them obviously and liked, oh, this is a pretty cool business model, this makes sense. But we kind of early on figured out, you know, Ben and Steve look at things the same way. And so we formed a partnership aside from, you know, we believe in the product, we believe in the process. You've heard the spots and heard us talk about it, and this is without a doubt the way to buy a car. But we like the way that they view things. They view things, I think, similar to the way our show views things. So we've been able to team up and do really cool stuff together. Like, you know, one of the biggest things that's happened on our show is going out on the playoffs for the Rangers as they go to the World Series in back-to-back years, or with the Mavericks as they go win a championship. We're not able to do that stuff without Driver Select stepping up and being a part of that. We literally teamed up with them on those sort of historic runs for our show. Best ratings we've ever had for our show was when we did that, teaming up with driverselect.com. So when we sit here and go, they're family, they really are family. I mean, they've been crucial to anything that we've been able to build up with our show. And so one of the big kicks I get is when people go, hey man, I'm looking for a car. I heard about driverselect.com with you guys. Can you hook me up with your guy over there? It's like, yeah, it's the same deal that everybody's going to get, but if it makes me look more important, I'm happy to hook you up with my guy over there when really you could just go online and you're going to get the same great deal. That's the way their model works, right? It's like, I don't have to come in here and here's some sneaky deal over here because everyone gets the same awesome deal. That's the way that they get down. But it's cool, makes my neighbors think I'm a lot cooler than I am, and I really get a kick out of seeing a driverselect.com license plate in my neighborhood. I'm like, yes, that person listens to the show, and they're smart about the way that they buy cars. So it's been a great deal for me and Ben, not only because you know, the cars that we have. I'm driving an Audi Q7. It's the nicest car I've ever driven, and there's no way I could afford it if I wasn't buying from driverselect.com. So I know for a fact it works, and it makes me seem a whole hell of a lot cooler than I actually am. So there's the benefit there. But also, these are our folks, man. These are good people. We love teaming up with them, and I can't imagine Ben and Skin Show moving forward without a partnership with driverselect.com, our own personal, homegrown homeboys. Thank you. Oh, hey. Didn't see you coming up there. I didn't see you in this small room watching me do that.